Hello everyone, it's week 8 and this is what you get every morning with a big beard. So this week I want to talk about whether or not growing a big beard is the right thing to do for you. And obviously I don't look like this when I leave the house, but this is one of those things to consider, is that having a big beard takes a lot of maintenance. It doesn't always look pristine. In fact, almost every 20 minutes, the beard just starts to get misaligned, and you have to comb it. And obviously, you're not just gonna start combing your beard in public on the street or at work. So you do have to consider that having a big beard is a lot of maintenance, similar to shaving every single day. And so my sweet spot is sort of right in the middle between a big beard and clean shaven. I can trim and not have to shave or trim for a week and a half. And so that works for me. I don't like shaving every day, and I don't like combing every 20 minutes. So I am getting to the stage where the beard is getting pretty long, pretty big. My neck has disappeared pretty much. And interesting to see that a lot of you guys are at the same growth stage as I am. And this week, let's talk about whether or not a big beard is for you. And I remember getting a haircut a long time ago and asking my barber, what is the best haircut to get? Which is kind of a stupid question, but I just wanted to know what kind of hairstyles he was mainly cutting and what was popular and what was sort of in. And he said, the best haircut is the haircut that suits you. And that couldn't be any more true for beards either. That's why I've had the same haircut for the last 10, 12 years. Kind of long and parted, because I think it suits me. I have a round head, a big round head, in proportion to my body, and so I think it suits me. A buzz cut I know does not suit me. Super long hair I know does not suit me either. So that's why I have the same haircut for the last 12 years. And you should have the same approach to your beard. Decide on a length and a style that suits you. There's no such thing as having the right beard in this moment in time. It's whatever suits you. So let me show you what I mean by running through some examples of people who look good in beards and who don't. So the first one we'll start off with is Christian Bale, famously known for American Psycho and Batman, The Dark Knight. Obviously looks great without a beard and with stubble, but with a beard, you guys decide. What do you think? It's just a little too bottom heavy. It doesn't go high enough on the cheek, and that's one of my weak points too. It doesn't, obviously it's pretty heavy here in color and density, but up here it's pretty soft. And so obviously doesn't look that great. So if that's what your beard looks like genetically, then trim it down. You'll look much better without it. Let's look at another example. Leonardo DiCaprio, famous for Catch Me If You Can, Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street, The Revenant. Huge actor, but when he decides to grow a beard, just questionable, I just kind of wanted to highlight what, you can look good without a beard. You don't have to grow a beard if you can't. And so let's look at someone who actually looks better with a beard. And usually, not to put anyone down or anything, but if you're a little bit chubbier, maybe your teeth aren't as straight or white as they could be, you can hide a lot of those flaws with a beard. And that's kind of what I do. And so one example that comes up is Zach Galifianakis, the guy from The Hangover. Forget his name now. In the movie with the satchel. What's his name? not Stu, that's the dentist. I forget, I'm blanking out right now. So yeah, obviously a chubbier guy, but has good genetics, you know, really thick, full beard, and it just transforms his face. I think it looks awesome. So yeah, you know, if you can't grow a big beard, don't sweat it. It seems like a lot of you guys are at the same stage as I am, so that's kind of fun. And you know, this is kind of, professionally speaking, and because I've had a big beard before, this is kind of the biggest and longest I'd go. It's just getting a little too much around the lip. You can obviously see all these hairs just sticking out. My neck has just disappeared. It just feels heavy. It gets kind of oily throughout the day. And but you know, I don't hate it. I actually like the look, and I am gonna give it a little trim. Not a lot, just I like to do weekly trims because it allows the shorter hairs, especially in this sparse spot, to catch up to the longer hairs and make it more dense over here. So yeah, trimming is necessary. Like, having a big beard doesn't just happen by growing your beard out without touching it for 6 months. You have to shape it, wait for the little hairs to catch up to the longer hairs, and yeah, really decide at this point what you want to do. Are you gonna keep going and grow a big beard, or are you gonna trim it down? Really, at this stage, you should be able to tell whether or not you're gonna look good in a big beard. So that's what this video is about, just letting you know that if you can't grow a big beard, it's nothing to worry about. You know, just do what makes sense for you and what looks good. And so I gotta show you something else. Watch this. So I'm scrolling through the internet and I see a picture of myself on YouTube on this channel called Inside Edition with 7.45 million subscribers, titled "Beards Are the Hottest Quarantine Trend." And
it's the latest trend for men. Quarantine beard.
That's me, and that's me also.
Guys across the USA are letting their beards grow out in isolation. Harry is writing a diary on Twitter. Day 1, I'm growing a beard until we all go back to work. Just look at him on day 13.
You could basically say Jim Carrey and I on a first name basis now. Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, that's this week's edition of week 8 beard update. I'm gonna give myself a little trim, very minimal. I don't think it's worth it for you guys to watch all that. Unless you want to, I can do it next week. Let me know in the comments below. All I'm gonna do is trim my mustache and just take a millimeter off here and trim that over here, just to make it nice and tidy. But you're barely gonna make a note of it. You're barely going to tell the difference. So I've just finished the trim. Much better, I think. And so this is very necessary in order to grow a big beard and look presentable while you're growing it. Because, you know, you always find that awkward stage, but ever since I started trimming, you know, on a weekly basis in the right spots, I'm able to grow a beard and still look decent, presentable at the same time. So yeah, this is a before and after. See you in week 9. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in week 9. Be safe, take care, and stay healthy.